The NHL series got its groove back last year, and now NHL 17 gets to show off a few new moves. Offline and online modes each get something meaty, with new spins on old ideas and a greater focus on deep customization that frankly delivers the goods.
Gets across, looks over his options. Great poke check.
NHL 17 is compelling because of its new experiences as well as improvements to existing modes. It really feels like EA has found its footing with the new engine it introduced 2 years ago. With an excellent selection of multiplayer modes and some interesting new ways to play offline, it's a flexible and deep hockey game. As you hit the ice, you'll find that this year's game plays as smoothly and crisply as the last, with the biggest difference being that NHL 17's AI presents a good challenge if you want to seek it out.
They score!
Computer opposition on the higher difficulty settings will actually pressure you on defense, and you have less time in general to make decisions. Entering the offensive zone is still a bit too easy, but now it can be hard to shake defenders once you do. NHL 17 also adds net front battles, where bigger players jostle with defenders. This mechanism is a subtle one, but it's a good way to give goalies some grief. To combat this on defense, goalies have all new save animations, and you'll see the bigger netminders shouldering down the puck and using their body to make a big, impressive save. Learning those tricks is a good experience, thanks to the tools like the popular visual training, which returns from last year. It's helpful to see specific zones that your player should be covering and the projected path for a saucer pass off the boards, for example. Coach feedback between periods has more detail, with statistical breakdowns and suggested controller inputs, which remain totally helpful for casual and hardcore fans alike. The authentic on-ice presentation that was revamped 2 years ago continues to give the NHL series a distinct look, but the improvements now have diminishing returns. Specifically, the game day introductions have a bit more variety, but I feel the novelty has already begun to wear off.
Very few individual rivalries in the Ultimate Team game.
The new franchise mode isn't quite as deep as the equivalent in, say, Madden or NBA 2K, but it's a quality statistical simulation. All of these systems are communicated clearly, and they interact on multiple levels, so meddling with ticket prices makes for a surprisingly good time. For fantasy draft players, the Draft Champions mode gives you the chance to build a team through 12 rounds of drafting. These drafts are themed, so you'll be picking from the best Canadian players, the brightest young stars, and so on. There are probably a few too many rounds in this mode to make choosing certain players matter all that much, but your rewards do tie in nicely to the Ultimate Team experience. Speaking of which, Hockey Ultimate Team remains front and center this year, and it now gives you synergy bonuses for icing players of similar skill types. And hey, you can finally do something with all of those unused cards, trade them in as complete sets for premium rewards, including legend players. This year's fun but short-lived novelty mode is the World Cup of Hockey. Now you can stage your own international tournament complete with authentic jerseys and rosters, but frankly, that's about all there is to it. If you're into the EA Sports Hockey League, on the other hand, you have several reasons to be excited. There are new player classes, so now the jumbo playmaker, the hitting sniper, and the puck-moving defenseman can make your group better. As your squad levels up in the EA Sports Hockey League, you'll gain badges that recognize your achievements. What's even cooler are the arena customization options that you'll unlock. Some of these options might take a while to unlock, but the depth is appreciated. You can even customize jerseys and unlock player celebrations, so showboating is a must. NHL 17 offers such variety on top of its smooth and hard-hitting hockey that it's easy to recommend. The continued focus on accessibility and on-ice training fits the series really well, and the added depth of the EA Sports Hockey League keeps me coming back as a longtime fan. The new franchise mode has surprising depth, and even the admittedly low-stakes Draft Champions mode adds another way to play. This is an excellent version of the fastest game around. For more on NHL 17, stick with IGN.